February of 2049ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They go play action with Jackson. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Jackson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Being chased out left. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the keeper.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On play action, it's Murray. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Murray, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Here's second and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Jackson. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. 2-2 Atwell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Washington on 3rd down.
A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
A check down here to Jones.
Touchdown! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Murray.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 14, Mike 14. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Denzel Mims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Taken in at the 11. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Murray off play action. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Dancing to his left.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play fake. Murray. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now from Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Murray going to throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And not much running room, down to the 32.
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Nwangu. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown! Denzel Mims. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets it down to the 32. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Butker's kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jabril Cox in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he will find his man Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rondale Moore. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
From the gun, Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Sheds him off at the 45. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. Drops this off with Nwangu. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and goal, Murray fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. To throw is Murray. Campbell making the catch. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.